pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cleveland Browns and the Denver Broncos. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. Three tight ends are out there. Mayfield off the play fake, sliding out of the pocket. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And it's third.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is third down and 6. Mayfield to throw it. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on fourth down. They're indeed going. It's Mayfield. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he is going to have the first down here, but hold on, as there's a flag on the field, and I think someone got held. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. And where will this be spotted? The side judge says it went out just across midfield.
46-yard line.
Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at their own 46. Clock now to throw. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Block working out of the gun. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. You know darn well both of these teams reviewed the film and saw that this defense had 5 sacks last week. They got to keep their QB upright.
And they're going to try their best to do exactly that. But they're facing a team where getting to the quarterback is a mindset. It's a mantra for them. And they play a game within the game. And you know what it is? Let's race to the quarterback and see who gets there first.
Lock throwing complete here to Judy. The 20.
Get it happy,
all the way home for a Broncos score. Jerry Judy hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Browns 9.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley.
Down, Cleveland.
From the red zone now, Mayfield rolling to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You foresee incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two, because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Austin Hooper. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
7 at the 28-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fan. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And that's complete. Albert Okwuegbunam. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. A Bronco 1st down there, 12 yards on the play.
One of the advantages of zone defenses, I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. But the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
From midfield, here's Locke. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
Intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down, they'll run with Chubb. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft. These two teams all tied after 1. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. For the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
3rd down.
Now Mayfield. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. Oh, what a juke into space. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula to get them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks.
2-yard line.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Check pass. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
From the gun, it's Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke is going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
On 2nd down and 4, Locke flushed out right. They're going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
There he goes, right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
Nick Chubb with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6.
Good.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say the great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I was
going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? Just because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well the rest of the day.
16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
41-yard line.
Now Locke. Flush to his right. And he's going to lose a yard or 2. Taken down behind the line. Myles Garrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. The sack cost him only a yard. It's 2nd and 11. Another try after the first down sack. Locke got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. 132 fight.
Shotgun snap to Locke. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Not much there, only a yard. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Hey, Mike 52, bravo. Mike 52, Mike 52. Here we go, here we go. 52's the mark, boys, 52. Hey, see it,
Operating from the gun. Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. 7 yards, the pickup there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy with touchdown number 2 in the game, and now 11 on the year. And the Broncos have cut it to within a score. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And some space here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A gain of 32 that time.
32.
So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer.
And now a fumble. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the penalty, Chubb. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. Mayfield now from the 50. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. From from the shotgun. It's Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Final 12 seconds of the half now as they've got it 1st and 10. From the gun, Locke. Open man Hamler, that's complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Set the tone, defense. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. Taken about 7 yards deep. And we will not see a return to start the half as this will be a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Myles Garrett, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack.
Go. Check the guy. Out. Zoom, fellas, let's go. Check 59. Mike is 59.
Operating from the gun. Locke. And that is incomplete.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
For the Broncos.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw, Mayfield. He'll buy some time right. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
A gain of 13 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
On the carry, it's Chubb. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
14-yard line.
Give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
Now Chubb. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. Throwing, Mayfield. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before we came up to the booth, the last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Locke with a quick throw out to Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 10. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have the 1st down as he's up to his own 13-yard line. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now to the air, Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A 7-yard.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 50 catches for him now on the year, and he's got a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. On 1st down, Locke. Now they go screen. It's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Locke dancing to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
57, Mike, 57.
go for it. It's Locke. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke. Flushed out right. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 28. 18 big yards on that one, and a Denver first.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Locke again here on 2nd and 10. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December.
Season of giving.
Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. You got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. And now we've got flags down. Looked like one of the Browns might have moved. A bad false start penalty there. Now 2nd and 6. And again, it's Chubb. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love it.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Von Miller, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll try and wind down some clock with Chubb. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big 3rd down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. Third and long for Mayfield. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And they've got a 4th down now in a game that, to be honest, has been pretty much everything we could have asked for. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
Put it mildly, that is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
Yeah, turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. To throw is Locke. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Down and 10.
Locke to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by John Johnson. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out.
A gain of
that good for 22 and a 1st down. Mayfield on play action. They'll roll him out right. Going for it all. And this one is incomplete.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when a quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
And the lead is up to 15 now.
That is good. Makes the score Browns 28, Broncos 13.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. Locke working out of the gun. Over the middle, complete to Jeudy. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
Gain of 3.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And 2, Locke's going to throw. Flush to his right. He may try and run for this. The improvisation gets him only a couple, but that's all he needed. 1st down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
Clock now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
What's the curl? What's the curl? What's the curl? Hey, mark up, go. 65.
Clock now on first down. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His second catch in a row, first down. Now Locke again. Buying time to his left. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that one. He read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Throwing his Locke on third down. He'll get that complete to Albert O. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Nice try. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59. Watch the run.
Now Locke, gotta have this one. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds remaining.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Into the red zone, it's Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off.
Pass intercepted by the Browns. They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. And some room to work. A big seam, and he might go all the way. Pass past the 20. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. They probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just played better, whatever it was, it all came together in the second half, and no points were allowed. That's a great way to close them out.
So for the Browns, the win moves them to 12-1 now on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Kansas City Chiefs. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, it's a rare misstep as they'll drop to 11-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.